Ferguson family. How are you? Come on. There we go. I like the enthusiasm that I'm hearing today. As these graduates process onto the stage, I would like that to be twice as loud, okay? So in just a few moments, we'll begin our Spring 2025 Harold Ferguson High School commencement ceremony. Please take a moment to silence cell phones and any other electronic devices for the duration of the ceremony. And what's the one rule? You have to be what? Loud. One more time for practice. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing for the Star-Spangled Banner. Every year. Please remove your caps. House lights, Thomas. Good afternoon. It is a great pleasure and honor on behalf of the students, staff, alumni, and soon-to-be graduates that we welcome you to the Spring 2025 Harold Ferguson High School commencement ceremony. My name is Dr. Jason Germain, principal of Ferguson High School, and today we get together to celebrate the hard work, accomplishments, and achievements of 44 amazing members of the Ferguson High School family. Yeah. Before we begin, we are honored to have the presence of several dignitaries. Dignitaries, when recognized, please stand. Please help me welcome Dr. Mark Schaefer, Superintendent. Ms. Barbara Cruz, President, Thompson School District Board of Education. Mr. Stu Boyd, Vice President, Thompson School District Board of Education. Ms. Dawn Kirk, Thompson School District Board of Education. Ms. Nancy Rumfelt, Thompson School District Board of Education. Ms. Sarah Rasmussen, Interim Assistant Superintendent of Learning Services. Mr. Mike Hausman, our Public Information Officer, who is somewhere in the crowd. Mike, if you're out there, wave, give him a big round of applause. And last but certainly not least, Mr. Theo Robeson, our Executive Director of Secondary Education. Please help me give our dignitaries one last big round of applause for their support of Ferguson High School and our students. I would also like to acknowledge the parents, the siblings, the extended family members, guardians, and all of the others who have provided support for the students here today. Please help me give a round of applause to the people behind the scenes who have contributed to the accomplishments of our soon-to-be graduates. Many Thompson School District employees have also contributed to the success of the students we are celebrating today, including former teachers, administrators, and support staff. If you are a district employee who does not work at Ferguson High School, please stand to be recognized. Let's give them a big round of applause. At Harold Ferguson High School, our mission is simple yet meaningful. Specifically, our mission is to create alternative experiences because each learner deserves different, not less. At this time, I would ask the teaching and support staff of Ferguson High School to please stand. Yeah, we can give them a round of applause. The educators at Harold Ferguson High School deliver on this mission every single day, ensuring to the best of their ability that each student is on a pathway to graduation, that they attend school every day, and that they treat others better than they themselves want to be treated. The staff accomplish this through the development of meaningful relationships, by being aggressively supportive, right? And by approaching their craft with both flexibility and grace. Please help our graduates and I give the staff at Harold Ferguson High School one more well-deserved round of applause. Graduates, what a day. I'm so proud of each of you. As you sit on the stage today, I want to take a minute and remind you of the story of the lighthouse. Ferguson Alternative High School chose the lighthouse as their symbol in 1990, as many students felt that Ferguson provided a guiding light through life's storms. This light has helped lead those who have been lost back to the safety and shelter of a caring school environment. During our graduation ceremonies, every graduate leaves a part of themselves and a piece of light for the students left behind, so that they too will find their way to being successfully educated and cared about with the help of the Ferguson family. While our celebration today is one that recognizes and acknowledges each of your academic journeys, it is important to recognize the Ferguson alumni and the Ferguson family who illuminated the way for you. Further, it is important to reflect on those who will benefit from the light you leave behind this afternoon, light that shines brighter as a result of the accomplishments, achievements, effort, and perseverance that have defined your collective journey to this stage today. If you are here today, it's because you chose to keep pushing forward, even when turning back might have seemed easier. If you're here today, it's because you believed in yourself, even when others may have doubted you. Most importantly, if you're here today, it's because you weathered the storm with resilience, with courage, and with the unwavering support of the Ferguson family and every champion in this room who stood by you. I know this commitment to education and your future for many of you did not come without the recognition that the traditional school environment was not meeting your needs and that you wanted and maybe even needed something different, something alternative. I also want you to understand that alternative, while different, is not less. As each of you prepare for what happens in the next phase of your lives, please remember that you are stronger as a result of the time you spent together at Ferguson. Also know that the Ferguson family is stronger because of you. From this point forward, we will no longer harass you about attending school every day. I mean, I might, but passing your classes and being on a pathway to graduation, nope, not going to harass you about that anymore. But we will expect you to treat others better than you yourself want to be treated. At this time, we have only but one ask, one expectation, one demand, and that is to please leverage the strength developed together to realize the future you dreamed of, to use this strength to ride out life's storms, and to build strength in those around you so that they too may benefit from the experience of being part of the Ferguson family. Please help me give our graduates a round of applause for their commitment to education, to themselves, and to their futures. In closing, we would be remiss not to acknowledge one of Ferguson High School's biggest supporters, our superintendent, Dr. Mark Schaefer. Yeah. Dr. Schaefer, throughout his tenure in Thompson School District, has been an ardent supporter of alternative education and soon will be leaving Thompson to return home to Chicago. Dr. Schaefer, I know I speak on behalf of the entire Ferguson family when I say thank you for your service to our district and community. Thank you for having the vision to see opportunity where others saw problems. And thank you for providing Ferguson with a state-of-the-art home that will serve the needs of our amazing students for years to come. Please help me give Dr. Mark Schaefer one huge round of applause. I have the honor and privilege to introduce our graduate who will provide the student remarks this afternoon. Please help me welcome Chris Wisdom to the podium.
Before I start, I just want to say, this is a record for Ferguson. This is 44 graduates, the biggest class that this school has ever had. So, guess we can get on with it now. Good afternoon, graduates, family, friends, and the amazing staff of Ferguson High School. Today we celebrate the class of 2025, a group of individuals who have walked a path uniquely their own. Ferguson is no ordinary high school, and these are no ordinary graduates. At Ferguson, we embrace the idea that education is not one size fits all. For many of you, this school became a beacon of hope, a place where you could find the right fit, learn, grow, and succeed. Ferguson stands for something greater than a traditional school experience. It stands for possibility, transformation, and discovering that education can meet you where you are on your terms. For some, the journey here began after struggles in other environments. But here, you found what you needed, a different way to learn, a supportive community, and a belief that success looks different for everybody. That journey wasn't easy, but you kept pushing, and today we celebrate you for it. Graduates, this is about much more than academic achievement. It's about resilience. It's about finding your way even when the road was unclear. You didn't just pass classes, you overcame obstacles, silenced doubts, and discovered how I can turn I can't into I can. You embody what Ferguson is all about, the courage to embrace a different path and the determination to make it work. As you step out into the world, know that the lessons you have learned here go far beyond textbooks. Ferguson has equipped you with tools that will serve you in life. How to adapt, how to persevere, and how to stay true to yourself. Your journey to find the right fit has taught you that success isn't about fitting into a mold, it's about creating your own. To the families and especially the staff of Ferguson High School, thank you for your unwavering support and belief in these graduates. Your encouragement has been a cornerstone of their journey. And thank you, and finally, to my fellow graduates, do not allow the world to dictate who you are and who you should become. Each of us has carried our own strengths, struggles, and faced our own storms. Some challenges may have weighed heavier than others, but standing here today proves one undeniable truth. Our past does not define us. The shadows we've walked through have shaped us, but they do not limit us. Today we stand together as a testament to resilience, growth, and possibility. We are not bound by the darkness we have endured, we are propelled by it. Let us take what we have learned, the strengths we've found, and the hope we've embraced, and carry it boldly into the future. Who we are now and who we are destined to become is in our hands. And please help me welcome Dr. G back to the stand.
Great job, Chris. At this time, I would like to invite Dr. Mark Schaefer, Thompson School District Superintendent, to the podium for the acceptance of the class. Dr. Schaefer, I hereby attest and confirm that the students before you have successfully completed the requirements set forth by the Thompson School District Board of Education and are deserving of this recognition with the presentation of their high school diploma.
Dr. Germain, on behalf of the Thompson School District Board of Education, the district leadership team, and community, I am honored to accept the Ferguson High School class of 2025.
Thank you, Dr. Schaefer. This begins the presentation of the 2025 graduates. As we proceed, each graduate will be invited to the podium by their chosen staff member. Following brief remarks, each graduate will receive a rose and diploma cover in line with our long-standing tradition at Ferguson High School. I would also like to call out soon-to-be graduates who have earned honor cords this year. Please note that students with a diamond symbol after their names are being honored with the Thompson Career Campus Post-Secondary Workforce Readiness Cord. At this time, I'd like to welcome Judy Gustafson to the podium to formally acknowledge our first graduate.
Levi Bickerstaff. I'm reading a speech that was written by Marissa Bechtel for Levi. In the movie Inception, which Levi has watched multiple times and has dissected, the main character, Cobb, says, "Downward is the only way forward." While in the movie he is talking about the different layers of the dream world, we can see how this can pertain to the journey we all go through with uncertainties, obstacles, and difficult emotions ahead. There is also a saying, "The only way out is through." Before Levi goes through, he will analyze and think things through. Levi is a deep thinker. He not only sees the black, white, and gray, but every other color there is. We had a talk once, and he was trying to figure out how he could incorporate algebra into chess. Like in the game of chess, Levi has his strategy for his life laid out. He's going to see obstacles, and he's going to look at them from all the angles, and he'll proceed in the direction he knows is right for him. His plans after high school include doing a service mission before heading to BYU in Idaho, where he plans to pursue software engineering, where afterward he will have a career as a video game programmer. I can see Levi having an incredible future. Levi, you've laid the foundation for success. Now it is time to move your pieces strategically. Good luck, kiddo. Olivia Marshall. I am honored to be able to write the graduation speech and be standing up here today to give away Olivia Marshall. Olivia is a very quiet student in class, but I would guess that she's not that quiet when out of school. Olivia, you are one of those students who stands on business. You show up to class, pay attention, and get your stuff done. No nonsense. I appreciate that you ask questions to understand and work hard to put things into practice and understand the real-world relevance of the things you are studying. You are definitely ready for the real world. You seem to understand the responsibilities of being an adult, and I know you have already been living in that reality for a while now. Olivia, you also have a soft side to you. I know that you're excited to have family and friends here to celebrate you today, and I know that you are especially excited that your grandma could be here. I hope that you do take the time to celebrate you today and this huge milestone in your life. Olivia, I know you plan to pursue a career in cosmetology. You are creative and you have a great energy. So I'm sure you will be very successful and bring both beauty and joy into many lives. Congratulations on reaching this milestone, and embrace the future with confidence and passion. I'd like to welcome Trevor Tinbrink to the podium with me. Charlize Meyer. Charlie and I, and Trevor, started at Ferguson together, and I'm thrilled to be up here with her today, finishing her journey to earn a high school diploma. This has not been a straightforward journey for you, Charlie, but your perseverance and your insistence at earning your high school diploma is something to be admired. You have always had the intelligence to get to this point, and despite the multitude of detours, we are standing here today, and I could not be more proud. I remember a day about 3 years ago. I wonder if you remember it. Right as the pandemic was ending, when I was driving into Centera Shopping Center, you were in a car to the left of me and rolled down the window to say hi, well, yell hi. At that point, I had not seen you in school for a couple of years, and I remember thinking that I so wanted you to come back and finish. It was such a nice surprise when not long after you came back and said you wanted to finish. Charlie, you are a fighter, and you are loyal to a fault. You are also honest and have learned to own your stuff and move on to bigger and better things. You are also so clever. You know how to get things done effectively and creatively. I know that in the future, you want to own a business and work for yourself. You have the drive and the grit to get that done, and I would never bet against you. Wherever life takes you, Charlie, remember that you have the will.
Teacher who unfortunately couldn't be with us tonight. But I just wanted to say from this day forward, I will follow my dreams and believe that everything is possible. Congratulations to 2025 graduates.
Benjamin Rigg. Ben came into my classroom just as COVID was ending, and he has gone from a student who couldn't sit still for more than 5 minutes in class without getting frustrated and wanting to leave, to one who participates and completes assignments. Math has never been Ben's favorite class, but he actually completed all of his requirements at the end of his junior year and took an extra class this year, statistics. It is true that I insisted that he take the class, but he did and accomplished much more than I think he ever thought he could. Ben, you have matured so much during your time with us. There was a time when frustration got the best of you, whether it was struggling through math problems or feeling overwhelmed by the pressure of everything. There were times when it felt like there was a tornado in the room, but you have learned that you can slow down and take a breath and succeed. Your sense of humor and ability to be friends with everyone is going to help you through many of the hard times in life. I will always remember you making me laugh with your random comments and taking one particularly hysterical picture that was potentially made into a flag. I am so excited for you as you go out from here to study CSI or culinary or whatever it is. Ben, I know you will do well with anything you choose to do because of your questioning nature and problem-solving skills. Good luck. Yeah. You wanna say something? I'd like to welcome Mike Vigi to join me at the podium. Aiden Selke. Aiden, Mike, and I are very happy to be standing up here with you today, celebrating your high school diploma. Aiden, your laid-back, carefree attitude has always reminded me of a character in the movie Fast Times at Ridgemont High, Jeff Spicoli. Have you seen that movie? You would roll into class 10 minutes late with skateboard in hand, metaphorically usually, and a grin. In your first year, you spent a lot of time looking at the assignments and not quite as much time actually completing the assignments. You have always been more than capable of excelling, but the motivation was not always there. You are so much more than a one-dimensional character in a movie, though, and you have grown into a mature student who has learned when it is time to lock in and get your work done. Your recent preparation for the military has really been a turning point for you. You have shown you know what it is to work for a goal, even when it is difficult. Aiden, as you leave us, remember that in a world that pressures us to fit in, continue to stand out and unapologetically be yourself.
I have to thank all the staff members here. They're amazing.
First of all, I also wanted to thank all you guys for showing up to recognize these incredible students. So thank you so much for being here. I also wanted to thank Dr. Mark Schaefer for his dedication, wisdom, support he has shown Ferguson over these past years. And as a teacher, I always felt you had my back, and I'm truly grateful. I'm sorry you're leaving. Kobe Anderson. Well, Well, it's been a roller coaster ride. These last couple of years, I've seen you laugh, I've seen you cry, I've seen you be silent, I've seen you yell, I've seen you at your best, and I've seen you at your worst, and that was just last Tuesday. Seriously though, I do admire your big heart, how big your heart is, and how much you care about everyone around you. I wish I could just feel half of your feelings, good or bad, because that's how you know you're alive. Never shy away from your feelings, because that's who you are, and who you are is a really great guy. I had the privilege of giving Kobe's brother, Caden, away last year, and I wish I thought of this last year, but I need to recognize their mom, Kimberly Hunter, Huate. I wanted to congratulate you as well for not only getting Kobe and Caden to graduate, but being their unsung hero of your kids on your everyday basis. Kobe, congratulations on getting here today. I cannot wait to hear about the great things that await you in your future. Please, please keep me posted. All right. Mariah Lazoya. It's an absolute joy to speak about Mariah today, a student who reminds us of why we become teachers in the first place. Mariah is smart, not just in textbook sense, but is the way she sees the world, asks thoughtful questions, and brings insight into every conversation. She's funny too. She's sense of humor lights up the classroom, making every time you interact, when you walk away, you feel a little brighter. But above all, Mariah is kind. She lifts others up, always noticing when someone needs a word of encouragement or a helping hand. And of course, she has a smile that can turn the worst day around. None of this would happen in a vacuum, though. Mariah had the incredible support of her family that clearly raised her with love, strength, and values that shine through everything she does. Their encouragement has helped her grow into an amazing young person that we celebrate today. Mariah, thank you for being exactly who you are. You left a mark on this school and on me, and we're all better for it. Congratulations, I'm so proud of you. Marcela Peralta. I would like you to know that Marcela is the only junior who is graduating early this year. She made me say that. I have the honor of handing a diploma to someone who hasn't just been a student, but feels like a daughter to me. And not the quiet, yes ma'am kind of daughter either. No, the sass-filled, stubborn, brilliant kind who challenges you, teaches you, and sneaks up and scares you when you're not looking. Yeah. You've walked a road most people don't see, and you did it in your own unique style. Maybe in cowboy boots, maybe in black eyeliner, but you always did it with fire in your soul. You made me laugh, you made me angry, but most of all, you made me proud, and you made me reconsider my career choices. But I wouldn't have traded for the world. So, you got your diploma, yes, and it's going to be real, and you're ready to do your next chapter. So go out there, shake up the world. The next time, text me when you need to borrow $20. All right, I love you, kid. Xavier Ramirez. They say still waters run deep. Well, X, if that's the case, then X is the Mariana Trench. I am still learning new things about you, like you were an award-winning poet, or you had a mouth. For the first year of Ferguson's career, X literally did not say one word to me. It was truly an impressive feat. So it was a little surprising and honored that you were the one who nominated me for the Student Choice Award. It's funny how you never know how you can affect someone without really even knowing it. X, your nomination meant the world to me, not for any other reason, but because it came from you. I hope that I have earned the right to be giving you this diploma, when I know deep down inside that your grandma Dawn is the one that got you here on the stage today. Not even gonna ask him if he wants to talk. Eric Severin. Tonight I have an honor of presenting a diploma to a young man whose journey reminds us why we need a school like Ferguson, and that the path to success is not always a straight line. And the student has faced real challenges, moving from Colorado to Nebraska and then back again. And even though he lost some credit in the move, he continued to push through and earn those credits again. But throughout it all, he never gave up. He kept showing up, kept pushing forward, and today he's crossing the stage with a high school diploma. Eric is a fellow proud Raiders fan. Loyal, determined, and always ready for a comeback. That spirit carried him through late nights, tough days, and the decision to keep going when giving up might have been easier. I would like to recognize Cody, Eric's dad, and Kim, Eric's mom, who has been a huge part of their life and success, and a main reason he's on the stage today. We are proud of you, not just for finishing, but for showing resilience, grit, and heart. Congratulations, and welcome to your next chapter. Guys ready? Alexander Slayback. Today we are gathered to celebrate a significant milestone. Alex Slayback is graduating. This day is not just the end of a chapter, but about the resilience, determination, and transformations that has occurred along the way. Alex, you have certainly kept us on our toes. You have tested boundaries, challenged norms, and at times provided us with more than a few headaches. Yet here he stands ready to receive his diploma. I want to acknowledge the unique path you've taken. You didn't always make it easy on us, or perhaps you didn't always make it easy on yourself. But through your actions, you've taught us a valuable lesson about perseverance, self-discovery, and the importance of finding one's own way. Let's be honest, though, we all know you would not be here or the man you are today without the tremendous support in your mother, Candace Turner. You should get a special certificate for raising Alex. In life, we are constantly faced with choices. You choose to challenge, to question, and sometimes rebel. But you also chose to persist, to learn, and to grow. These choices have shaped you into someone who understands that change is possible, redemption is real, and that every day is an opportunity to start anew. Congratulations, and may your journey be filled with purpose, passion, and the courage to continue being unapologetically you. I know you want to say something.
Thanks, Mom.
Nicholas Tillman. Today, we celebrate a remarkable student, someone who at times seemed more committed to a relationship with a snooze button and had a PhD in last-minute assignments. Yet, here he is, cap and gown, diploma soon to be in hand, and proving that persistence and perhaps a little panic pays off. Nick, you have taught us that the path to success is always linear. It's more you showed us that not about how you start, but how you finished. And you finished. No one can take that away from you. I want to give a shout out to Shannon Marsh, Nick's mother, who has never given up on him either. I'm so proud of you for not giving up and being on the stage today. I want you to remember this feeling, because the next time you face an uphill battle, and you will, you know you got this, right? Congratulations. The world better watch out, because this one has potential and has a great sense of humor.
I would just like to take this moment to thank my amazing family and my wonderful girlfriend.
Christopher Wisdom. Chris delivered an exceptional commencement address today. I thought that was really, really good job. So good job on that. I know it's not easy, and you did it. All right. Congratulations. I hope to honor your words with a delivery that reflects the same clarity and warmth as you shared with us. Chris wasn't just one of my top math students. He was also my go-to IT guy. And as someone over 50, I often found myself in need of tech support. And Chris was always there with a smile and ready to assist. I will miss that smile and ability to make others feel valued, a rare and cherished quality in today's world. Your empathy and selflessness shines brightly, offering light in times of darkness. Please continue to let that light guide you. I also like to recognize Chris's grandmother, Cindy, a truly invaluable member of the Ferguson family. Cindy, your contributions to Ferguson and your unwavering support to Chris has made a lasting impact. Thank you for everything. Chris, I have no doubt you will succeed whatever you choose to be. You're not only intelligent, but you're hardworking and personable. And Marcel, if you need the $20, I'd call Chris.
Guess I wasn't done speaking today. I'd like to thank my amazing family, the ones here today and the ones watching the feed, and my friends that have been new, old, whoever, and the entire Ferguson staff. They were a cornerstone of my entire journey. Can't thank them enough.
I promise this is my last one. Ladarian Zubia. When I first saw LD, I honestly thought he was a substitute teacher in the building. I was shocked to learn that he was a student. And I remember thinking, I was like, if this guy gets in a fight, I'm not breaking this thing up, you know? And then I got to know him, and he's a gentle giant. LD is one of the kindest, most soft-spoken young men I have had the honor of knowing. And as I got to know him better, I discovered that his heart is even bigger than his hair. Over the past year, LD and I developed a tradition. Each day, we'd ask each other, what are you grateful for today? More often than not, his answer was his mother, Amber. He spoke of her with such deep appreciation, sharing all the things that she has done for him and how much he loves her. I've always been impressed by LD. not just for the way he speaks about his mother, but the way his sweetness and humility has carried him, and that the mammoth of the man is a true gentle soul. Now, LD is preparing to serve our country in the Marines. That's just one more reason to be proud of you. Before I close, I want to share something else that I'm grateful for. Getting to know ULD has truly been my honor. You will be missed but never forgotten.
I just want to thank my family that pushed me to graduate. Every single staff at Ferguson, all one of y'all did your own piece and pushed me. I appreciate it. Thank you.
I'd like to call the Lisa Adams to the podium, please.
Olivia Anderson.
Don't make me cry.
Today, I am excited to celebrate beautiful Olivia, who has grown, persevered, and led in ways that help define her true character. It feels like just yesterday, we were sitting in your scholar interviews, discussing your goals and why you wanted to come to Ferguson. If you know Olivia, she doesn't wait for change, she leads it. Whether stepping up in challenging situations or standing up for others when it's hardest, she has shown us what it means to lead with purpose and heart. She is strong, so strong-willed, and an intelligent young woman whose strength is unshakable, whose courage rises in the face of adversity, and whose voice doesn't just speak, it advocates. Olivia, over time, learned to channel her strong will into perseverance and purpose, proving that with the right support and inner strength, transformation is not only possible, it's inspiring. Today, she stands as a testament to resilience, ready to take on whatever comes next. As she turns the page to the next chapter, may we carry Olivia's example with us, to face challenges head on, and to never underestimate the power of a determined spirit. Congratulations, Olivia. I'm so incredibly proud of you. I'd like to welcome April Cameron to the stage.
Here I am. Okay. Every year. All right, I have to adjust because he said talk into the mic. Laciana Dunn. Today we honor a courageous young lady, someone whose journey has been defined by loyalty, trustworthiness, and an unshakable drive. You have not only excelled academically, but you have danced through challenges with grace and remained loving in the face of adversity. Your commitment to becoming a nurse is more than a career choice. It's a reflection of who you are. You are already a caregiver, a helper, loving, and a source of strength. A small excerpt from Lacey's poem that she presented during her POL last year. I pretend that I am a character in a movie or a book. I feel myself growing from recent events. I touch my graduation diploma with a feeling of success. I worry that I will give up and not make it. I cry when I think of some of my past choices. I am Lacey. So here's to the dancer, sorry. Here's to the dancer with the heart of a nurse, the student who never gave up, the daughter who turns it all the way around. You're going to do extraordinary things. I have witnessed your journey, which has not been easy, but you have climbed mountains thus far. I believe that you will not give up, and you will only continue to reach your goals. Congratulations, Lacey. I'm so proud of you. The world is ready for you. Would you like to say something?
I'm not good with it. I don't have a note card, so bear with me, but I can't thank everyone that I want to thank because I'd be up here for 20 minutes, but the people I do want to thank have been the light at the end of the tunnel for me. Sorry. And the reason I got pulled out of the train wreck that I made for myself. So I just want to thank my mom. Sorry. My mom, my dad, Brian, Carter, Marshall, Nevaeh, Nova, and my teachers. Sorry. Thank you for never giving up on me.
I would like to welcome Damien Couche to the podium.
Alfred Pedroncelli. I am absolutely honored to present Alfred Pedroncelli with his high school diploma. I am lucky to have the privilege of working with Alfred for the last 3 years and have always been impressed with his logical approach to problem solving, his calm presence, and his ability to continue pushing forward when facing obstacles. He was never one to rush through tasks. He always moved at a steady, consistent pace. He savored his learning and did not give in to the pressure to cut corners. Alfred took advantage of the opportunities to explore his interests and questions about the world. I really enjoyed his research presentation on the economic, cultural, and historic importance of Canada's maple syrup industry. He surrounded himself with other students who shared this curiosity and love of learning. Alfred has a strong sense of self-conviction and work ethic that will lead him to success no matter what he decides to do in life. In him, I see a man who is ready for the future no matter what unknown challenges present themselves. Alfred, you have believed in yourself and stayed true to your values through this long journey. You are more than ready. Congratulations, Alfred. I would like to welcome Laura Anderson to the podium.
Cassandra McGarvey. Cassie, the first time I met you, it was through my computer screen in my home office in 2020. You were a freshman in my social emotional learning class at Loveland High School, and we were in the thick of COVID. It all seems like a lifetime ago. When we went back in person via a hybrid schedule, I remember taking walks with you through the halls of Loveland High, and during those walks, I was able to see how much potential you had, but we just needed to help calm that big heart and busy mind of yours. We lost touch for a couple of years, and when you came to interview at Ferguson, I knew it was going to be the best place to watch you finally realize how much you had to offer. Watching your journey this last year and a half has brought me so much joy, and I hope it's brought you joy too. I watched you grow as an artist, a student, a young adult, a friend, and a leader. Your ability to procrastinate and still get things done is a skill that terrifies and fascinates me. Like, my gosh. Your wish for the world to be a better place speaks to your compassion and sense of purpose. Please don't lose that. The world needs people like you who are willing to fight for the greater good. As I pass you off, these were her words, not mine, today, please know that I will never not see your potential to dream big. You are so ready for this next part. Trust in your strength and know that you have everything it takes to succeed, because in my eyes, you already have. Now you just have to keep going. Congratulations.
I'd like to say a few words to show my appreciation, but first, I need Jeff Fleming to stand. Please. Apologies for putting you on the spot, but Jeff, during a lesson you told us, at some point in our lives, we were told that we weren't good enough. Now is the chance to prove them wrong. And graduates, we did it today. I'd also like to take the opportunity to thank you, my friends, family, and Ferguson, for all of the immense support that I've received over the last 2 years. It's been a very difficult road, and becoming the first to graduate my family is such a difficult task, but now I can say that I did it. Thank you.
Madeline Swanti Lebsack. My sweet Maddie, you bring such an element of calm to the halls of Ferguson, and on behalf of everyone, I would like to say thank you. You have a quiet strength about you that is both powerful and deeply inspiring. I have watched you deal with circumstances that are beyond your control with grace and determination. You have a wisdom about you that is far beyond your years, and it is evident in your ability to manage all the parts of your life seemingly with ease. I have seen you read quietly, you value your friends, you keep up with your work even when it's been a challenge to be at school, you value your education, and you get outside of your comfort zone by doing things like taking auto at Thompson Valley and criminal justice classes at Front Range. I felt for a long time that you've been ready for this next step, and I couldn't be more excited for you. I love that you're continuing your journey at Front Range. It's such a great fit for you. My hope is that you continue to find joy in learning and growing, not just as a student, but as a person. Keep taking risks, stay curious, and don't forget to have some fun along the way. Your presence adds so much to the lives of the people you are around. I can say with confidence, you will be missed around the halls of Ferguson, but you have so much to do in this life. That doesn't change the fact that I'm really going to miss you. We all will. Congratulations. Nevaeh Villa. Aw. Nevaeh, I don't think I've ever had a student who came to me with more ideas and possibilities for their future than you. You have absolutely kept me on my toes because I never knew what next big dream you would want to explore. Your desire to do so many different kinds of things with your life has been inspiring and honestly a school counselor's dream. We have talked about you being a business owner, a nurse, a welder, how to get your CDL, going into marketing, joining the military, and finally radiation technology. There's a lot. I could stand up here and take more than my fair share of time listing your achievements and accomplishments because there have been so many. But instead, I want to share some thoughts that may allow you to give yourself grace as you move forward with your next chapter. I know you get overwhelmed with trying to figure out the right path, but I want you to know that you will be okay no matter what you decide. Listen to your heart. It will always guide you towards what's right for you. You have so many options in your life, and none of them are wrong. That can feel overwhelming or incredibly freeing. You are someone who is always willing to grow and evolve, and that is a rare and beautiful strength. It will serve you well wherever life takes you. Thank you for allowing me to be part of your story. I had so much fun with you, and I can't wait to hear what you do next. You got this.
I just want to give a special thanks to my family, my boyfriend, and especially my parents. I wouldn't be who I am or where I am without my parents. That's all I'm going to say. Thank you.
I would like to welcome David DeSantiago to the podium.
Kevin Huerta. You guys can't see, we're both wearing boots. Good afternoon, graduates and guests. Today, I have the honor of recognizing a student, the vapors, who stands out not only for his achievements, but for the quiet strength and determination behind them. Kevin Huerta has shown an exceptional work ethic and a deep, genuine curiosity since the very beginning of our automotive course at Thompson Valley. He asks the right questions, puts in the hard work, and never looks for shortcuts. Kevin, in you, I see a reflection of my own journey. Navigating the richness and complexity of a diverse cultural background, facing challenges that don't always show up in report cards. But like many who carry that invisible weight, you persevered with integrity, grit, and grace. Your path won't always be easy, but I have no doubt that you'll continue rising, inspiring, and breaking barriers. The road needs your voice, your drive, and your heart. Congratulations, Kevin. We're all proud of you. Now, equal dignity, because I'm gonna do this for Kevin's family. Buenas tardes, graduados e invitados. Disculpen. Hoy tengo el honor de reconocer a un estudiante que destaca no solo por sus logros, sino también por la fuerza y determinación que los sostiene. Kevin Huerta ha demostrado una ética de trabajo excepcional y una curiosidad profunda y genuina desde que comenzó su clase de mecánica automotriz conmigo. Hace las preguntas correctas, se esfuerza al máximo y nunca busca atajos. Kevin, veo en ti un reflejo de mi propio camino, navegando por la riqueza de nuestra complejidad y un entorno cultural diverso, enfrentando desafíos que no siempre se reflejan en las calificaciones, pero como muchos que cargan con ese peso invisible, has perseverado con integridad, determinación y gracia. Tu camino no siempre será fácil. Como muchos que cargan ese peso invisible, has perseverado con integridad, determinación y gracia. Tu camino siempre... Oh, excuse me. I skipped a line because I'm losing it. Pero como muchos que cargan con ese peso invisible, has perseverado con integridad, determinación y gracia. Tu camino no siempre será fácil, pero no tengo duda que seguirás ascendiendo, inspirando y rompiendo barreras. El mundo necesita tu voz, tu empuje y tu corazón. Felicidades, Kevin. Estamos orgullosos de ti. Sorry.
No, you're good.
Show me the book. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Honestly, I don't have any words in mind. I was thinking about it the whole time I was sitting down, and I couldn't come up with anything. But I want to give thanks to the Ferguson staff for being amazing with me my whole time there. Obviously, David, he's a great friend, not only a teacher. And of course, my family and friends who I couldn't be here without them. And especially my dad, strongest man I've ever known. And I wouldn't have any opportunities without him. And I wouldn't be nowhere nowhere close to being here without him. Thank you, Dad.
The easy part. I would like to welcome Mike Finders to the stage.
Anaya Rogers. It takes a few years in school after trying to get reading, writing, and math down before teachers can tell that some kids see their letters and numbers backwards. Every single part of school becomes a struggle, not only the work, but feeling like you fit in, feeling like a disappointment. It's a tough thing for kids to get around. Anaya Rogers is an academic survivor. And today is a testament to the courage of making a new start and the wisdom it takes to make such a decision. She came to Ferguson only to finish up her senior year and get a running start in her future after realizing she'd been spinning wheels at her former school. And today we honor her for making it to the finish line. Anaya Rogers. I'd like to welcome Jeff Fleming.
Carmela Dahl. I see you standing here about to be recognized for a great accomplishment. Tomorrow may seem frightening, but today is a celebration of what you've done. When we first met, you were so quiet and polite. You'd been convinced to dim your inner light, but you showed up every day and you did the work. Life pushed you down, it held you back, and it even flipped you upside down. But you came back, you did the work, and always gave me more than I could ask of you. We didn't meet all that long ago in terms of the calendar, but light years have passed with respect to your journey and growth. In the early days, you were so quiet, you'd often answer my questions 3 times in class before I'd recognize them. You started to see yourself again. One of your greatest strengths is how you ignore your own hardships as though they're just a matter of fact. However, you truly see other students' challenges with admiration. Your magic is the choice to grow from their struggles to embrace your life. You never stopped, you never quit, and you never complained. I see you. Your inner voice is coming back louder. Your light is glowing. You're ready to blaze your own trail now, and I'm so proud of you. I can't wait to see what's next for you. Congratulations. Oh, I flipped it before I read who's. I'd like to welcome Trevor Tenbrink.
Charles Cusick. If you ever had a conversation with Charlie Cusick, you know 3 things. He's smart, he's funny, he's probably going to end up running a tech or hacking empire one day, but only after disassembling and reassembling it to see how it works first. Charlie is one of the most insightful students I've had the pleasure of teaching. He's outspoken in the best way, never just talking to be heard, but speaking up when it matters, like when literally no one else in the class is interested in participating. And he does it with clarity and conviction. Whether we were debating in civics or contemporary issues or digging into the complexities of modern American history, he always brought the kind of perspective that made you stop and think or laugh out loud, usually both. He's tough, can take a punch. Not in a loud chest-thumping way, but in that quiet, focused way that says, I've been through some stuff and I'm still here. And not just here, but thriving, focused, learning how to monetize his skills, teaching himself tech. He's not just building a future, he's engineering one. I'll leave you with a quote from someone we studied in modern America, Teddy Roosevelt, one of my favorites, who said, "Nothing in this world is worth having or worth doing unless it means effort, pain, difficulty. I have never in my life envied a human being who led an easy life. I have envied a great many people who led difficult lives and led them well." Charlie, that's you. You lead your life well, with humor, grit, and heart, and I couldn't be prouder to watch you take this next step. Congratulations, my friend. Alicia Ari Foote. Hi, girl, hi. Some graduates tiptoe into the future. Ari Foote, she's marching into it like she owns the place, with purpose, power, and just enough sarcasm to keep everyone on their toes. Ari is bright, like power surge to the system bright. But she's not just intelligent, she's brazen, passionate, and deeply committed to what's right. She speaks up, not for attention, but because staying silent just is not in her DNA. Whether it's in class discussion or collaborative projects, Ari brings that kind of sharp clarity that makes you stop and go, oh wow, she's really thought this through. She's also incredibly witty, the kind of person who can cut through nonsense with a one-liner so dry it might qualify as a controlled burn. And somehow, even while throwing shade, she lifts others up. She's a brilliant collaborator, a quiet leader, and the kind of classmate you want in your corner, especially when it's time to take a stand. Now let's talk Beyonce. Ari claims she's not a huge fan, but anyone who's met her mom knows the truth. Ari was basically raised on Bey's discography. She's just been pretending it's ironic. We see you. So it feels only right to borrow a little wisdom from Beyonce herself. Don't try to lessen yourself for the world. Let the world catch up to you. Ari, you are brilliance in combat boots. You are justice with a punchline. You are what happens when Beyonce lyrics and righteous indignation raise a child together. The world is not ready, but it's happening anyway. So go out there, slay systems, dismantle norms, quote Bey only when it's funny, and make every space you enter a little sharper, a little freer, and a lot more fabulous. Congrats, Queen. The stage is yours.
So first off, oh my gosh, this has been such a long journey for all of us, honestly. I'd like to thank my parents and my extended family for always being there for me. I'd like to thank my best friend Courtney for being my rock, and I'd like to thank Marcella because when I thought that I had no friends left that were in my corner, she was always there for me.
McKenna Stein. Some people walk into a room and wait quietly to be noticed. McKenna Stein is not one of those persons. Kenna is fiery in the best, most unapologetically honest way. She speaks her mind with courage, clarity, and usually a side of sass. She asks sharp questions, challenges lazy thinking, and never backs down from a conversation that matters. But here's the thing, she's also thoughtful. She won't admit it though. She's not bold just for the sake of it. She takes risks that matter. She's cautious in the ways that count, and I do mean only in the ways that count. Because let's be real, that caution hasn't quite made its way into her driving yet, or parking. McKenna has made the most of her opportunities here. She's pushed herself, taken academic leaps, and turned challenges into fuel, all while making us laugh, keeping it real, and never pretending to be anything but exactly who she is. There's a quote by Maya Angelou that reminds me of her. If you're always trying to be normal, you will never know how amazing you can be. McKenna has never once settled for normal, and that's what makes her unforgettable. The world better buckle up, though maybe not in the passenger seat, because she's coming for you. Congratulations, McKenna. You've absolutely earned this. And before I welcome the next speaker, I just want to thank this Ferguson community for always welcoming me, the district, Dr. Schaefer, Dr. Germain, the board. I won't be coming back next year, but it's been one hell of a run, and I loved it. One thing that I've learned the most in this district is that our students are the most amazing students that we have in this district. And I've learned almost more from you guys than you have ever learned from me. Well, I'm pretty sure I have, actually. But I just want to thank you kids for always keeping me on my toes and making me a better person. I love you guys. Now, I would like to welcome Kim Gosh to the podium.
I'm going to try this without the stool. Audra Scott. Good afternoon. Today, we celebrate not just a graduate, but a young woman who turned her challenges into shiny blue stepping stones. Over the last 7 years, Audra, you've grown from a scared, intimidated sixth grader into a confident leader, balancing classes. Oh, don't start now. Balancing classes, friendships, family, and self-discovery. Your journey is proof that strength doesn't always roar. It shows up quietly in your persistence, kindness, and courage. Audra, as you take your next steps, we know you're not just leaving high school. You're stepping boldly into your future. And whether your future is in the automotive field, psychology, or business, the world better be ready for you. Audra, congratulations. You have earned every single bit of this moment. I love you, girl.
I'd like to thank a whole lot of people here today, but most of all, I'd like to thank my family who has helped me through all of this, my friends in and out of school, especially my best friends Hannah and Cass, and my boyfriend and his family. But I'd most of all like to thank my teachers, my past ones who have put up with me throughout elementary and middle school and my beginner parts of high school, and the teachers that I have grew with during Ferguson. All of them have seen all kinds of different sides of me, my best days, my worst days, and my even worser days. So I'd like to thank all of them for not only helping me through class and to succeed, but to grow mentally as well.
I would like to welcome Jacob Little to the podium.
Howdy, everybody. Leilani McKee. This kid's gonna make it. I knew from the very first conversations I had with her experiences at Thompson Valley High School, she was gonna make it. Now, words cannot adequately describe the pride and joy I felt when she sent me the email asking me to give her her diploma. Making it has a lot of different connotations to it, depending on your experiences, your core values, and how you define success. In the context of Leilani, making it in my eyes was always, and has always been, about being a decent human being. She was and will always be kind, courageous, curious, determined, and a positive person to be around. Even on her days where maybe she wasn't feeling the best or couldn't perform to the level of a grade A student, she would still find a way to bring a positive energy into the classroom. Those words are exemplified in her actions. Not only did she choose to come back to finish her diploma, but she did so while also working towards improving her life, while battling through and ultimately figuring out how to live life with the struggles that she has contended with throughout her life. I always knew she was going to make it, but just hearing that she battled through adversity to get the diploma has proven even more that this kid is going to make it in life. I know that whatever she chooses to do in her life, she will do so in a way that will serve as a beacon of hope to those around her. Congratulations, kiddo.
I want to thank everyone here who came to support me today. Thank you so much to all of you. And thank you to everyone who helped me on this journey through the good times and even when it got really rough. Thank you.
I would like to welcome Cindy Lodes to the podium.
Ash Gilgren. It is so wonderful to be here in such a milestone occasion for all of our graduates. And it's a great honor for me to be up here to give Ash his diploma. Ash is incredibly smart. Parents called him mental giant. Thoughtful, witty, and a deep thinker with a quiet ambition that speaks volumes. His love of the outdoors, especially forests, lets him not see the world for what it is, but for what it could be. Ash is studying Geographical Information System at Front Range Community College. This summer, he'll begin his drone certification. And all of this helps him to fulfill his dream of going into the aviation field. Best of luck to you, Ash. Don't ever stop believing that dreams do come true. Congratulations. I'd like to welcome Kendra Van to the podium.
Dr. G put me last because he said I could write a 5-paragraph essay for each of the last 8 that I have, so buckle up. Here we go. Carter Aveen. I've been practicing that punctuation in my seat this whole time. So, the first time I met Carter was through a FaceTime call at school. Weird, I know. I was talking to his sister and wondering what her brother was like and why wasn't he in school too. It was that day I decided I would bug, nag, and annoy that kid and his sister until he decided to come back to school. Carter, you have a soul that shines with wisdom, love, and a power to overcome. Not only have you managed to walk through the doors of FHS on the first day, but you continue to do so through the challenges, obstacles, and heartbreak that life has presented you. You could have easily got back into bed, covered your head, and isolated yourself from the world the way that you had many times before. Not only did you show up for yourself, but you showed up for others as well. Even on your hardest day, you had room in your heart for others. I've watched you sit and listen to others, work with someone you didn't know, and meet challenges with grit and grace. Your heart is genuine and your mind is wise, and you have a spirit that never gives up. As you move on and seek to learn and do things on your own and face the path all on your own, because I know you want to, never forget that your challenges become your strengths and that the best is yet to come. Your award is strength and heart because of everything I've already said. Like a Kit Kat, you have broken through challenges with strength and heart. Your resilience this year has been nothing short of admirable, and I'm not sure I could have done it myself. So we're so proud of you, Carter, and go get 'em, buddy. Boston Deal. Young Boss Tone. You can come closer, it's okay. Okay, come here. Boston and I go way back to 6th grade at good old Conrad Ball Middle School. As a short and ornery 10-year-old, he was nothing like the cool, chill, and peacekeeping guy you see today. With no hat on, who even knew you had hair under there? You, my friend, bring the calm to the chaos simply by being yourself. I have seen you sit with someone in class and help them out, talk them down from a total freak out, or as y'all say, crashing out, and give advice when it was needed. They didn't even need to be in your circle, dude. It could be anyone that just needs a little support and guidance. You're a peacemaker at your core, a guy that strives for harmony and happiness. Whether you realize it or not, you're just that guy. I know you have many aspirations about what you may want your future to look like, and you're probably tired of me asking you about it. But every time I do ask you about it, you say, Kendra, I'm gonna take some time. My greatest hope for you is that you find something that makes you happy and allows you to use the gifts that you have, the calm, the sweetness, and the quiet leadership that you have inside that many people don't always see. You are a peacemaker with a cool core. And like these blow pops, you have a sweet exterior and a solid center. Your vibes, your ability to mediate, I almost said meditate, but probably that too, and calmly lead, give you the skills to be successful in anything you choose to do. Good job, dude.
Thank you.
Give me some. No hug.
Wow, I'm so sorry.
Here, so you get this. There's some blow pops in it. Here's this. No, get it.
This whole ceremony, I tried to think of something sweet to say, but I couldn't. So I'm just gonna let you guys know that Nebraska Cornhuskers are gonna do really good this college football season. Let's go, Big Red!
I'm still here. Jaden Dunafin. Hi. Thoughtful, kind, and deep thinking. These are words that come to mind when I think about Jaden. You take the time to think before you speak and make sure that what is said will have an impact. When I first met you in nutrition and wellness, you made sure everyone was included when we played pickleball. You didn't want anyone to be left out or left behind. You always made it a point to be inclusive and supportive to the people around you, even if they weren't part of your close group of friends. That was such a great class because I always knew everyone would be taken care of and had a place because, well, you'd make sure of it. In capstone, you always took time to really think about questions we talked about, whether it was about taxation or important events in your life that shaped you with who you are. You never just wrote something down. You were pensive and thoughtful and really, really took the time to get your thoughts together before even opening your mouth. And even then, sometimes the words would come out so quickly because of your passion. You are a thoughtful soul for your kind heart and thoughtful presence that make a difference, genuine and comforting, just like dark chocolate after a hard day. I am sure you will take these gifts and use them as you move on to the next chapter.
I told myself I wouldn't cry, but here I am. I want to thank this school for the amazing opportunities it gave me in the last 2 years. I want to thank my family and my friends for helping me through so much, and a special thanks to my mother. I would not be here without her. Thank you guys so, so, so much. I appreciate you more than anything. Thank you.
I would like to also welcome Joe McMahon to the stage. Gracelyn Gordon. good. You're usually this close all the time. Supportive, faithful, true-hearted, and protective. Someone who always has your back and is willing to take one for the team. This is Grace. I remember one time last year, a former FHS teacher came and visited, and Grace ran into my room, took me aside, and reassured me that we still like you, don't be sad. This is who Grace is. Once you have entered her heart, whether she really wanted you there or not, she will protect and support you. She is unwavering. This is from Joe. What? Just kidding, I won't talk like you. When I first came to FHS, I knew very little about the school. Grace introduced herself and said she recognized me from TVHS, where she was once a student. Over that first year, I had several encounters with Grace, and she began to tell me about her family. It wasn't too long, and I realized that we had a connection outside of school. Many years ago, my wife and I teamed with Grace's grandparents in a Friday night bowling league. We bowled for a couple years together, and at some point, Grace began to refer to me as her school grandpa. Although you better not call me your grandma ever. Although her high school journey hasn't always been graceful, yeah, you sure found a way to get here, probably due to some help from those she has protected, defended, and supported along the way. Joe and I are so proud of you, Grace, and not only presenting you with your diploma, but also something much more valuable, the Loyal Ride or Die Award. Because like this 100 grand bar, your loyalty is worth a fortune. Good job, Gracie.
I'm going to say something.
Oh, and this is your birthday card. You go ahead and talk. You talk while we do that.
Hello, thank you guys for your time. I was gonna think of something to say before, and I was like, no, never mind. But I have some people I really want to thank in my life that have brought me to where I am today. I want to take a special thank you to my mother, who I could not have done this without you. I want to thank my father for as well. I could not have done this without you. And especially my bonus mom that have came into my life. I love you all so much. And a special thank you to the staff who have been there for me for so long. I want to thank you. I'm eternally grateful for all of you. And yeah, I love you all. Thank you.
I'm still here. Jack Harkenrider. Jack is always asking, exploring, always asking, always thinking. We'll be sitting in house, and out of nowhere he'll ask what we think about some random thing about space, or why we exist, or why all of this matters anyway. When I can't find him, I know he's probably playing piano, but don't ask him to play Birds of a Feather. Asking Hunter for extra work in chemistry, even though he doesn't even have chemistry. Or playing 20 questions with me against ChatGPT to see if we can win. He is one of a kind. When I first met you in house, you were wearing your signature yellow bucket hat last year, and on grade check days, you never had anything to make up because you were always passing every class, which led to the obvious question, why are you here? And then when your Bob Marley karaoke brought the house down, well, I knew you were something extra special, and that was why you were there. I feel lucky that we were in house together because you loathe English, which is what I teach, and I had to get in good somewhere, I guess. I did my best to hook you in with nonfiction and self-help books because he did read self-help books, and he's 18. and you would indulge me and read them and then ask for more. Always seeking more information, more facts, more details, something more tangible to hold on to. You have an inquisitive mind. You gather up all the stuff now and carry it until you just might need it later. But now and later candies are really hard to find, so he got nerds. Because, well, I think that was always your plan, to have all the time you needed in high school, even if it was a little extra, to pick up every single piece of knowledge you could before you ran off into the sunset. I am so lucky I got to be part of it, and I will miss our morning check-ins and fist bumps. I'm so proud of you, Jack Jack.
Good afternoon. I just want to first off thank my amazing family, my mother, my father, and my sister for always keeping my head up when I needed it most. And secondly, the amazing staff at Ferguson. Every single one of you are truly one of a kind, and I am glad I can go to you on a human-to-human level and we can talk. Thank you so much. Thank you, Ferguson, for what you've done for me. It's seriously been an amazing, amazing time. Thank you.
Elizabeth Jaramillo. I've never called her that one day in her whole entire life. Bold, fun, and unique. Someone with a style all her own and an attitude to pull it off. That's Lizzie. In full transparency, I did my own Lizzie fit check every day to see what types of things you might have put together. And they always reminded me of a really good high school rom-com from the 90s because there was always like a Lizzie in those movies that could pull it off. However, your fashion choices aren't the only thing that make you extraordinary. It's also your heart. You are kind to your friends. Just ask Maddie. But when it comes to commitment to your siblings, you are above average. You are a dedicated sister, comforter, and helper, and I admire your ability to juggle your responsibilities as a high school senior with helping and supporting your family in your own Lizzie way. You are also a hard worker when you find value in your work. I have seen this in the classes we have had together and watched you grow as a talented and expressive writer. Your words, like your clothing, have become stronger and more daring as you have given yourself permission to try a little harder and trust just a little more. Never stop being uniquely you. Don't apologize or hide or cover it up, girl. Like these pop rocks, which are also really hard to find. You don't need to be quiet to make others feel comfortable. In fact, don't ever do that. And you only need to make the noise necessary to make yourself heard. You got this, girl. Good job, Lizzie. Weird. I'm not surprised by that. If you're sitting there like, is she gonna be done? Now you know what it's like in my class. All right. Mia Lazoya. Mia has stayed strong, flexible, and resilient no matter what has come her way. Are you all wondering what kind of candy she's gonna be? She is persistent and determined to take challenges of her past and make them into the stepping stones to her future. I remember when I came to FHS and you looked at me and said, Miss Vare, like, what was I doing in your school? I got it though. It had been a couple of years since our time together in middle school and a lot had changed. It's weird though, how just knowing that someone knows you can give you a sense of calm. I felt that. And I think you did too. It wasn't until our time together in Capstone, however, that I really got to know you on a deeper level when I read your college essay. Your story had me shook. That's what the kids say. And speechless. I felt like everything I had ever known about you came together and made sense in that instant. Girl, you are unbreakable. You stretch and bend, but girl, you do not break. You are like Laffy Taffy. You stayed strong and true even though life did not ever bend your way. My wish for you is that you continue to be adaptable when life challenges you, because it will, and know that you can shape-shift and morph and bounce back with any setback. Good luck. You don't want to make some big formal speech? Come on. Christopher Munoz Duran. Hi. Chris is chock full of goodness, kindness, and integrity. He's just a really nice guy, like the kind where you wonder what kind of funny business he's up to behind that smile. But, unless I have totally read all of this wrong, there is nothing shady or weird here. He just really is the person who just wants to make right by the people in this world. I met you in Capstone, and you gave me a hard time from the moment I greeted you at the door. That's my favorite type of student. You, however, were unsure if I was being sarcastic or just one big jerk. It didn't take long for you to realize it was all in good fun and double down with your own brand of humor and wit. You made the time in class fun, always reminding me you were the kind of student who could talk and have a good time and get your work done at the same time. And you were right. You asked good questions, cared about what we discussed and about your future. You were generally interested in our guest speakers and crafted a plan for your next steps. You also cared about the other people in the room, like your peers, and not just the ones at your table. When I had a substitute, you made a list of every student that would need more time on Monday to complete the task because there just wasn't enough time to get it done. And I took a picture of it and kept it forever. You went and checked in with your peers and then let me know, and yes, I did ask how everyone had done in class, but I did not expect a 3-column chart. And that was just next level, but it was very Chris of you. You have a heart of gold, and I really do think that you want the world to be a better place. You are like a Rolo. You have a combination of chocolate and caramel, something who is both has a chocolate shell and kind of a soft center. You do the right thing when no one else is watching and encourage others to do the same. The world is a better place because you are here, and I wish you all the good things that life has to offer. Good work. Do you want to say anything?
This is off the top, so bear with me. Madre, Padre, los reconocimientos, las buenas notas, el diploma y hasta la beca que me acaban de dar hoy, eso es algo que esperan de mí. Pero yo sé que mis metas son más grandes que eso. Yo voy a cumplir unas alturas que la familia nunca ha visto, y eso desde hoy se los prometo. And to the beautiful faces on the left of me, despite the challenges and struggles you faced, you managed to weather the storm and push through it. So I'd like to congratulate for that. And lastly, I'd like to thank the staff at Ferguson, my past teachers, friends, sport coaches, and mentors that advised me throughout this journey. And actually, lastly, I'd like to thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Romans 8:18. Romans 8:18. The pains and struggles you're feeling right now does not compare to the glory that God has in store for you. So for that, thank you so much.
Now I'll be doing the next 5. I'm kidding. I would like to welcome Julianne Preem to the podium.
Austin Scholl. I'm reading this speech on behalf of Willie Cuban, but I'm really honored to be the one chosen. It is my great honor today to recognize and celebrate one of Ferguson High School's most outstanding students, Austin Scholl. Austin is a remarkable individual, intellectually driven, consistently disciplined, and deeply committed to excellence. In every assignment, he demonstrated not only a mastery of the material, but a genuine curiosity and thoughtful engagement that elevated the work beyond expectations. As a teacher, students like Austin challenge us to be better, to expect more, not just from them, but from ourselves. What distinguishes Austin even further is his dedication beyond the classroom. While managing the demands of a high school academic schedule, he also served as an intern at a local hospital, gaining early and valuable experience in the healthcare field. This speaks to both his maturity and his sense of purpose. Austin is self-motivated, capable, and compassionate, qualities that will serve him well in whatever path he chooses to follow. It has been a privilege to be part of his educational journey, and I am confident he will go on to achieve great things. Congratulations, Austin. We are all proud of you. And we look forward to seeing the impact you will make in the years ahead. Do you want to say something? I would like to welcome Hunter Nelson to the podium.
Richard Bird. Well, Richard, I'm honored that you asked me to be my first graduate to give away. So, without further ado, Richard, I was elated to finally have you in class and get to know you this year. When I first met you last year, I thought to myself, who does this guy think he is, silently walking around the school with his hood on and playing music from his backpack? Probably should have got a referral for that, but he didn't, it's fine. Little did I know how much we would have in common. I always enjoyed relating to your hunting and fishing stories, some of your adventures, and all of the things that make a man's heart come alive. Don't forget that you have also faced many challenges in life thus far. But the measure of a man comes from the refiner's fire, the trials in life that test us and reveal who we truly are. Your past trials have confronted you with fear, uncertainty, heartache, and betrayal. In the face of these, you have demonstrated courage, stability, resilience, forgiveness, loyalty, and endurance. Richard, you demonstrate a high moral standard that is very admirable. I have seen you apply this in your work and the way you carry yourself at Ferguson High School. For these things, I am optimistic for the man you will become. Remember, all good men are refined by fire. Keep in mind your strengths and what you are made of, especially when you enter the armed forces. Heck yeah. Now come receive your high school diploma that you have worked hard to earn, and I will keep you in my prayers as you begin your next big adventure. I am proud of you. I would now like to welcome Keisha Martin to the stand.
Joshua Flores Vega. You waited so patiently. I can make it go really slow. You want to stand up here? Yeah,
you might as well.
May as well. I think so. All right. Josh, it is an honor to speak about you today. Josh's journey through high school has been nothing short of an adventure. Josh faced his own set of challenges early on. There were moments when things weren't easy, and you may have questioned your path. But what truly stands out about Josh is his resilience and determination. Instead of letting those early struggles define him, he used those experiences to learn, grow, and ultimately find a path that worked for him. Throughout his time here, Josh showed perseverance. He sought out the help that he needed, made adjustments, and discovered his strengths. It wasn't an overnight transformation, but step by step, he figured it out and crafted a future that reflects who he is and what he wants to achieve. Today, as you stand here ready to graduate, you are not just earning a diploma, you are walking across the stage as a testament to the power of hard work, self-reflection, and a willingness to change course when necessary. Josh, your journey is a reminder to all of us that setbacks don't define our future. They're simply part of the process. We are so incredibly proud of what you've accomplished, and we can't wait to see where your path takes you next. Congratulations.
Hello. First off, I just want to say thank you to my gorgeous, beautiful, hardworking mother who has helped me with everything from every step of the way, from my first steps to tying my shoe to doing what I'm doing now. Thank you so much, Mom, from raising me, my brother, and my sister. My brother who had special needs, all of us alone. You did that all by yourself for almost a decade. And you raised a business from zero to successful, and you did that all alone, Mom. And I'm so proud of you. I love you with all my heart. Also, I want to add one more thing. For years, it felt like I was working to prove others wrong, that I was working for others' words. But this whole time, I realized that I was working to prove myself right, to prove myself that I could accomplish anything I put my mind to, anything that I dream of and aspire to be. I know that I could do it. And everybody who's graduating with me, I want you guys to know that this is not the end of your road, that it's going to get hard, that it's going to be rough, but you guys have pushed this far to keep going, and thank you guys all. Thank you.
At this time, I would like to call back our fearless leader, Dr. Jason Germain, back to the podium.
All right. Unfortunately, Paxton Barr, Cameron Ewing, Natalie Primus, and Sam Topham, 4 of our 44 graduates, were unable to attend the ceremony this afternoon. Please help me give Paxton, Cameron, Natalie, and Sam a warm round of applause. We have just one final task before we bring our graduation ceremony to a close. The turning of the tassels, led by Jack Harkenrider. Jack, please join me at the podium.
Fellow graduates, the turning of the tassels from right to left signifies an individual's movement from candidate to graduate. Graduates ready?
Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes the Spring 2025 commencement ceremony for Harold Ferguson High School. I wish everyone a safe and healthy summer, and on behalf of the entire Ferguson High School staff, I want to thank each of you for being here today and sharing this special moment with our graduates. Graduates, congratulations.